Dan Brownlie after the 3-0 FA Trophy win over Kidlington. Dan, that was a calm, controlled win in the end. That second half, able to keep it low key.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the first half we did our good work. We scored some beautiful goals. Still tempo's a little bit slow, but I think part of that it's difficult sometimes to raise the tempo when teams sit off you a little bit. You start taking the extra touch and stuff. But on the whole, I was really pleased with the first half. And then second half, there was no reason for us to come out, and we learnt our lesson from Stoneham, which was good. We spoke about that at half time, the fact we've got learned experience and not to go gung-ho. Still disappointed that we didn't necessarily put the tempo back into the game, because part of today was about gaining a bit of momentum and stopping the rot that we've been on the last 3 games. So there's a little bit disappointment with the tempo of the game, but to manage the game out in the way we did, I felt really comfortable towards the end. So yeah, it's a good performance for that.
You're missing plenty of players, and that could have been a concern before the game, but those that have stepped in have done well enough to see through.
Honestly, what a week. It's easier to talk about after a win. Obviously, if you lose a game, it looks like you're clutching at straws and trying to blame other things, but it's been a really difficult couple of weeks for a whole host of reasons. Like, it's not just injuries. We've had lads that have had real bad situations at home, losing people really close to them, again similar to today. So it's not just been as black and white as just trying to get bodies out, and I appreciate there's a frustration when bodies look low in numbers, but unfortunately at this level it can't be helped, and we're doing everything we can. So yeah, I mean, before the game coming in, there's a bit of trepidation because, as I said before with the interview, it's you go into this game, you're expected to win, and when you win, everyone goes, "Oh, well done." It's kind of expected, but you lose that game, which with the bodies we had out, the levels kind of in terms of our level at step 3 and their level at step 4, it gets a lot closer when you start taking some of your more influential players out. But we got through it. Billy's probably the only the one that's a bit of a concern, but I think we took him off at half time. He could have carried on possibly, but it was more at that point we felt like we'd done the job, and obviously we trust Louise to go back there. So it's a job well done. But you're right, it could have been a much more complicated game if the boys hadn't shown up.
And the flip side is that you've got Simon Dunn and George Reed back out on the pitch for some minutes. There you go, that's how good it was.
It's so good to see them 2 back. You know, not just for the players that they are, but for the men they are. Like, they're such good characters. Not necessarily like in terms of being loud, but they're infectious on the pitch, and they're so likeable. They bring everyone else up. So it's amazing. Like, the skipper obviously is a whole different bag, because people do look towards him in every facet of this club, and he leads by example. So it's great to see him out there, and Reedy for what he's done this year already. I don't think people quite appreciate the yards that guy puts in. Yes, he gets his plaudits for his goal, his attacking play, but my God, he's some player when he's on it. So to have them 2 coming back into the fold, and they're not there yet. Like, they've still got work to do next week, and obviously with a full run up until next Saturday, we've got some time to work with them, but it's such a relief to see them back out there and come through today and play well. You know, they come on and they had a good showing. So yeah, really pleased to get them back on.
There's some big games coming up in the next couple of weeks or so in the league. Was it particularly important to have them back before then?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's difficult to categorise big games at the moment, because I mean, you look at the Winchester game, you look at the Hendon game, they're still worth the same amount of points. Like, I know there are certain games that feel bigger, whether that's geographic location, ex-rivalries with lots of Walton, but at the moment every game's tough. We know that, you know, and I said in my programme notes earlier that the main difference in this league is last year there's more often than not, when we performed, we won. I think that goes for maybe 98% of our games last year. This league, you can play well and lose, and I think we've been unfortunately charged with that over the course of the last couple of weeks. Hunter and Winchester, obviously, inexcusable performances in terms of different levels of inexcusability, if you like, but very, very different in our reaction going into today's game. So it's an odd one when you look back, but looking forward, there are some big games, but I think they're all big at the moment. Certainly with 3 losses, you know, everything gets a little bit more magnified. But today will be a good refresh and reset button. So we're pleased for that.
Looking into the next round, is it a case of just anyone at home that you'd like?
Anyone at home and anyone not in our league. You know, I'm so bored of in cup competitions you draw in someone in your own league. Home, I love. I really like it here, particularly when this new stand comes in on both sides. I think it's going to be a really impressive feature, and I also think it will help the atmosphere of the ground, because suddenly you'll be 3 deep rather than being single line traffic. So I think the atmosphere is going to build, which will be great. But yeah, anyone at home, I don't care. Is the honest answer. I don't care. Like, as long as it's a good time, it's a healthy one, it's an honest one. We could do with a couple of rounds in this, so maybe not the glory tide just yet. Give ourselves an opportunity to get through a couple. But as I said to the boys, that you can dream, right? We're not far away from Wembley. I know it sounds mad, but the ultimate aim for us, in the same way as the FA Cup, which we failed on this year, is if you're going to go out of the FA Trophy, you want to sit back and go, we got well beaten and there was nothing we could do about it, and that's probably the bit that we're aiming for, really, unless you do the impossible. But yeah, for the time being, I don't really care who we get, as long as it's someone not in our league, ideally.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, Nick.